The ultimate place of having to trust God with brokenness was losing our little girl, Maria, and how that, you know, as well as many other chapters in my personal story have brought me to a place to realize that the most profound places that God's shown up in my life have been in those places where I can't fix it. And I have to, it's almost like my pastor says, we don't really ever cry Abba Father until we first cry Uncle, until we're at a point where we have to just say, God, I give up. I can't do this. I need you. But it was standing in Vanderbilt Hospital, having heard the news that our little girl had gone to be with Jesus. And I had never really shared this, and I share in detail in the book of that experience of standing in the most, the darkest place I would have never even imagined standing with my wife with me, determined to pray until my little girl started breathing again. That's what I went in. I knew the news was probably not going to be good. I was determined to go in and pray until they dragged me out of there, just to say, I'm not leaving until God gives our little girl back to us. And as my wife put her hand on my back and said, sweetheart, just whispered to me that I think she's with Jesus and we need to let her go. And I, as clearly as we're sitting here talking right now, I was standing at the door of eternity. It is absolutely real. And I even spoke to all the doctors, and I not because I felt like it was a moment for me to make a statement or be, you know, a strong Christian. It was the first thing that came out of me was just, you know, you stand here often as doctors and surgeons and people who experience this, and I hope you don't miss the reality of where you're standing. We're standing at the threshold, the door of heaven, eternity. It's what we were all made for. It's what God created us for. We're all going to stand at this place, and my hope is that you would know the one who gives me and my wife hope to know that the story's not over yet. The story is not over yet.